Okay, hi, I'm Kayla Calorina. I'm going to be your student nurse today. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that your participation in this interview is voluntary and is for educational purposes. If you would agree to participate, please state so now.
Yes, I agree.
Awesome. Okay, and then what is your first name and date of birth?
Leanda Lynette Russell, June 8th, 1981.
Okay, awesome. So I was taking a look at your chart and I noticed you've been experiencing some intense type of migraines. We can just start going over that. Could you explain what your first episode of these migraines were like?
Well, I've had migraines for the past, I would say, 10 years. So having migraines is a normal part of my life. And so we've been trying to figure out a regimen for the past 10 years. So I would say um, the last 2 years, we've kind of had a solid regimen, but I still would experience migraines. And those migraines would ultimately, I would feel the pain in my head through my sinuses first. Then I would feel the pain in my head. And then if I had the right medicine, I would take that medicine and the pain would still be there. But many times the medicine would dull the pain and I would lay down and do things like that. So that's a normal migraine. What
Okay.
I've just experienced is a new episode of migraines where really the pain does not start in my sinuses, it just appears.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So it's like it's no longer a warning before the migraine. It just happens. And this pain is more behind my eyes than it is in my head where it used to be. And so it's pretty intense. And uh and then what I so the episode I just experienced, that's what you want me to talk
Mhm.
about.
Yeah, your
Um
most recent for these more intense ones. What was that like?
okay. Yeah. So my most recent was recently at the airport. We were coming back from Memphis and I started to experience the headache. And when I experienced the headache, it also creates like what feels like anxiety in my chest. Like it creates this feeling of like, I don't know, like I'm losing control kind of. And so I started experiencing that and I started experiencing the headache. I took something for it immediately. I took a seat, rested, and just tried to take it easy.
Hmm.
And then about 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, the pain in my head subsided, but then the exhaustion set
Like your
in my
body was
body.
almost fighting it in a sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
My
Okay.
exhaustion set in. So I was very fatigued, but luckily I was sitting for the next 5 hours, so very fatigued, got to rest. And then the next day, my head on the inside is sore, like to touch. My head is
Whoa.
my head is sore to touch on my right side. And then my body and my muscles are tense and I spasm quite a bit.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been spasming kind of quite a bit. So that happens for a day or two after.
Okay, and would you say that the medicine you're taking helps, or are there any other remedies that help kind of soothe the physical and like the intense pain that's actually going on in your head? Like, do you have any other remedies besides the medication?
No, I mean, all I have right now is the medicine.
Okay. Have you noticed anything in your diet? Like, are there any triggers that kind of set these off, or is it just
Well,
sporadic?
before I would tell you overexertion, so me sweating a lot. I would tell you heat,
Hmm.
me having too much sun exposure, um, and of course, I would say alcohol.
Okay.
In some instances, that would be the headache, the migraine I used to have. That migraine that I have now, um, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is exhaustion, maybe being too tired
Okay.
might bring it on. I don't know. I can't. I have not yet been able to pinpoint the cause.
Triggers. Okay.
Yeah, the truth.
Do you feel comfortable with your medication? Is it something that's intimidating to you, or you feel it as like a safety, like, okay, at least I know I have this to kind of
Yeah,
help
I feel
soothe?
it as a safety.
Okay.
It's not stopping it. It's not a cure,
Okay.
but it definitely, like it doesn't stop it from happening. But when it's happening, it does stop.
I
It
see.
does stop it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
It's not like the preventative care. It's more of like,
yeah,
can you get
in
it down?
crisis care. Yeah,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
and
Okay.
even if it doesn't take it away, it dulls it to where I can function.
I see. Okay, so when it comes to your daily life, so just normal things like taking a shower, driving a car, keeping up with hygiene, is it getting in the way of any of those activities?
Yeah. I would say if I like the last week when I came back from Memphis, for
Hmm.
2 days I couldn't look at a computer, my phone, or the game. Like I couldn't even put like I wasn't processing in my brain like correctly.
I see.
I was repeating myself. Um, so it's impacting my cognitive, am I saying that right?
Yeah, cognitive functioning. Yeah,
Functions,
definitely.
yeah. It's impacting that. But then this week I felt good. So I was able to actually see the difference in when I'm feeling really good
Mm.
versus when I'm feeling bad. So I actually wasn't acknowledging how bad I felt last week because I didn't know how bad it was. And then this week when I felt good, I was like, oh shit. I mean,
It's
I've
okay.
been
Express. Feel free to express yourself.
I'm like, I was thinking, oh wow, I really feel better this week. I could think. I'm thinking correctly. Like, so
Yeah, it was more
um,
noticeable, the difference.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. What about socially? Do you think it holds you back from doing social events?
Yeah. So, uh my wife has to like we have to leave events,
Mm.
you know, migraines. Not this we haven't experienced that with this new one, but migraines in general, I've had to leave events early. Um, you know, could be
Mm-hmm.
enjoying myself. We were at a wedding and I couldn't fully enjoy myself
Mm.
because I'm concerned, you know,
Okay.
overexertion.
What other feelings does it kind of bring to light for you? Do you get anxious about this? Are you more worried? Are
Well,
you kind of
now that I know, I'm not anxious. I mean,
okay?
uh, I think that played a big role in what happened to me a couple of weeks ago because I couldn't understand what was going on, and so then it created anxiety, and then I'm like getting myself worked up.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm just like, okay, let's take a minute. So not knowing, I think, would create more panic.
Okay. So now that you know a little bit more of what to accept, it's kind of eased some of the anxiety. But how else is it affecting your relationships or the people around you? Is it causing any, does it make you feel like any type of way, just having to leave those events or not be able to enjoy company or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I think it strains. I mean, not being well is a strain
Mm, for
in
sure.
general, and so um, I think it impacts my wife for sure, right? Because she's got to take care of me, and then now she's protective and trying to do those sorts of things, and now I'm like, wait, I can live. I'm grown.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. No,
it's just
definitely.
like
I can see that for
it's
sure.
like and she's like, but you are grown, but you're sick, and I'm like, yeah, but I gotta live.
Okay.
Um,
Well, what other steps are you kind of doing to, as far as treatment? Are you speaking with a physician often? Is there any type of treatment plan set in place? And how are you navigating that?
yeah, the treatment plan is take my pills when I need them. And then I'm on iron pills every other day,
Okay.
which I take, um, you know, try to be consistent with that. And then they did an iron infusion because my doctor believed that it was my lack of oxygen and my already having migraines that caused this new episode.
Hmm.
So we had an iron infusion. So I have some blood work that I'll be doing next month to check and see how that's going.
Oh, that's good to
Um,
hear.
yeah.
That's nice.
And I am going to be emailing him about this last episode that just happened because I'm pretty clear on the difference between when I'm feeling well and when I'm not. So just having that understanding, I think, helps me communicate that to him in a better way, articulate that in a way that's more productive.
Okay. Overall, what would you say is your biggest concern when it comes to living with these, not only the migraines you've been facing for these past 10 years, but also these more intense episodes? What are your kind of your biggest concerns?
Long term, its impact because uh, you know, how the body functions, and there's something mis malfunctioning.
Hmm.
And so, long term, what does that malfunction turn into?
Hmm.
Um, and and just being able to be a regular person,
Yeah.
like take a hike
Right. Without
without
being,
worrying about
mhm,
passing out or, you know,
totally,
yeah,
totally. Okay.
being sick for days.
Yeah, no, completely understand. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that you would like to share that I could pass on?
Um, no, I mean, other than uh, the strain in my muscles that it's causing, which is interesting. I'd
Mm,
really love to know that connection between my migraines and why I'm spasming and cramping. And
okay.
I'm drinking
Okay.
tons of water. So
Well,
it's
that's
not,
good.
yeah, so it can't be dehydration or anything.
Hmm.
But anyways, there's a connection there. I'm not sure what it is, but that's also something that's,
Concerning.
hmm
Okay, definitely. So I can let the provider know. Thank you for sharing with me all of that information. It seems like it's definitely taking a toll on both your mental, physical, and some aspect of your social and relationships. So hopefully we can get you more information and make you feel more secure with your diagnosis and, make it easy to find your new normal. But if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to stop the recording here. Thank you so much for your participation. I appreciate it. And have a
no
good
problem.
rest of your afternoon.
Thank you.